In Taipei, walking is something more of an active experience. When one walks down the street, there are rarely thoughts other than, what will I do when I get where I'm going? Thoughts of work, significant others, daily responsibilities fill one's head when performing the simple action of walking down the street. Hardly ever have the thoughts of safety or design of the ground you are walking on come into question. For that matter, nor the thoughts about the buildings that line the path you are walking on. And if you're wandering around in a zombie state, you could wind up in a worse off situation. 8 inches, 16 inches, and these are just the stairs. To measure these bad boys of sprained ankles needs a more specialized measuring tool, a handy dandy board in a bag. Random and irregular inclines which are everywhere in the walking paths, and are also just as random in height. 4 inches. This one is 2.5 inches. This bad mofo I encounter daily on my dog walk is very much an amusement park ride, consisting of a staircase in the middle, ramps on the left and right side. The endless hours of amusement I could have here with a scooter are very tempting. This beast's height, a whopping 16.5 inches. Before we get into this one, harken back to a time when you discovered SimCity and drew road systems of utter chaos, and for the fun of just roads. Here you have a ramp from top to the bottom, along with stairs into another ramp that goes into the first ramp again, with stairs that go down into the street. Profoundly unique here is the materials used to make up the sidewalks. Here's the standard gray tile design towards the top. This is pretty frequent, you see this everywhere. On the other end of the spectrum, there are some places with polished granite, and we're talking like mirrors here. And when it's wet, it is slick. If you're wearing sandals or Crocs, forget it. It's game over, man. You encounter this stuff on a daily basis just walking along in the city. Mother of God. We have to measure this. Wow, 24 inches. There are some hurting units that fall off of this one.
I think it's safe to assume Taipei has a sidewalk issue.
But Taipei doesn't really have sidewalks. I mean, it has some, but something more popular you will find all around is your word of the episode, Chilo, to which there is no English word for. Let me explain. Let me show you. Let's go to the creative space. Oh, that's right. I live in Mega City 1 now. I don't have a backyard or a garage to do creative things in. Well, better build a new one. It's great to be back. Okay, let's build a house. Now, nothing special here, like a perfectly pitched roof or gingerbread glued together with sugar. Nothing like that. Just a basic floor, 4 walls, a door, and a ceiling. A house like you, me, everybody has. Across the globe, the idea for the house is generally the same, so this will work. On that, let's set the stage. Taiwan, a leaf-shaped island on the southeast side of China, and surprise, surprise, Taiwan has houses. Many of those buildings have the Chilo, but where did the Chilo come from? For the answer, we need to visit Singapore and its founder, this guy, Sir Thomas Bingley Raffles. When he arrived, he said, "Yo, you got a flag? No? You're part of England now." British conquest aside, Raffles then dictated that all new construction add a minimum 5-foot covered extension on the street side of the building. Thus, Chilo was born. It's worth a note that Chilo is a mixing of Greek and other European design that employs a covered arch walkway. Raffles was the first to bring it to the Asian region, and this style was widely adopted in southern China, Malaysia, Taiwan, and just a few other Asian nations. Chilo has 3 distinct advantages, the first being that it shielded the passerby from the hammering rays of the sun. And trust me, living here just under a year now, during the summer, the sun is a killer. Second is that it keeps you dry during the torrential downpours that Taiwan has. Even if you forgot your umbrella, you're only at risk of getting wet when there's a street crossing. Otherwise, the Qilo protects you. Finally, it's a great way to maximize the use of space in an already tight squeeze. Looking at the Qilo here, you can see, well, let's come back at night. There we go. So in general, Qilo buildings are anywhere from 4 to 10 floors. The first floor is almost always a shop of some sort. Not always. There are some first floor homes out there. The second floor hangs over the first floor, creating the cover to the Qilo and allows the upper floors to be larger than the first, making efficient use of space. Typically, on the second floor is where your residential space starts. So, how did Qilo get from Singapore to Taiwan? Well, the true answer is a whole nother video in the future, as the past between China and Taiwan is quite complicated. But I'll really summarize. Around 1950, when China went full communist, about 2 million people said, nope, we're out of here, and came to Taiwan, and brought with it Qilo design. So why then is everything uneven and seemingly designed at random? I believe I have the answer through my research. You see, in the 60s, the Taiwan miracle happened, and that also is a whole nother video. But basically, the entire country needed to decide overnight whether to remain an agricultural-based economy or modernize and take advantage of the rise of technology production. Considering that 90% of my editing rig parts are from Taiwan, both in design and manufacture, I think we all know what decision they made. The island needed to modernize even faster than overnight, so land rights were quickly sold to developers, and the construction of each building was left to the individual contractors. And then you end up with these little 6 inches here, 8 inches there, differences between the buildings. And it's far easier and cheaper to build a staircase or a ramp than it is to tear the building down and start again. Qilo is pretty vital to the daily workings of the cityscape too. The cover of the Qilo houses your mailboxes, place for your utilities, mounting your air conditioning units. Something truly special is how Qilo is thought of as an extension of shop space, or something completely separate from shops inside the building, a place to start your own business on the street under the Qilo that sleeps during the daytime and comes alive as its own economic zone during the night, serving the people their favorite takoyaki. Come visit me and I'll take you there. It's near my house and well worth the trip. For all its quirks, the Qilo is really something culturally significant to Taiwan and only adds to your experience here. Only a select few places can you walk and have every other space be truly unique to that building. I mean, God forbid you have to pay attention to your surroundings and watch where you walk. As an exchange for its beauty at night, I can forgive the wrenched knees and sprained ankles and just enjoy walking under the Qilo. Because back home in the States, in general, everything is even, safe, and walking down the sidewalk induces a coma. The sun hammers you in the summer, if you forget your umbrella, you're soaked, and well, the look of the sidewalks from the East Coast to the West Coast is the same gray, rough-textured, knee-scraping cement. Safe, uniform, and fucking boring. From all my heart, I want to thank you for even making it this far. It means the world to me. And please, I humbly beg that if you enjoyed my video and want to learn more about Taiwan's food, culture, and life, then please subscribe, like, and talk to me in the comments about ideas you want to see. I'll answer them all. You can also find me on my social links on the channel as well. See you next time, and thank you again.